tremendous comeback, especially when you have a 4-0 lead and couldn't hold it, and we couldn't get that last out in the 6th for a while. And the fellows fought hard, and off some good pitching, and we had so many good things happen. Clutch hits, Marco, 2 big hits there late in the ball game, helped us tie it, won the game for us. Posey's, Crawford's, Sanchez's double. There were so many little things that helped us come back off some really good pitching and a hard-fought game. And it's obvious that's a great win when you give up a lead and they have a pretty good lead on you, and you battle back and win it.
Bruce, a walk-off win in April counts the same as a walk-off win in September, but does it feel a little different when you do it in September?
Well, sure. I mean, there's a lot more attention on these games now. Every game's intense, but intensity goes up a little bit in September. And the crowd was unbelievable how they were into it, and the players, both teams fought hard. But it's a little bit different in September, and I'm getting around it. I mean, you watch your TVs, radio shows, whatever it is, it's all about pennant races now, so there's a lot more attention on every game and every pitch.
How much did you really know about Marco Scutaro before Brian acquired him? I mean, obviously you saw him
quite a bit. I mean, I've always admired how Marco's played. He's been a tremendous leadoff hitter in his career, and always respected how he played the game. He's so professional how he goes about his business. Great defensively, gets you quality at bats. And, he's one of those guys that comes to play every day. And, he knows how to play the game, and I think he's made players around him better.
Bruce, I spoke to you before the game about Bochy and got a scouting report from you, but did you expect him to go out and do as well as he did?
That was a big inning, really. We're battling back, and we had a tough time holding them, and we gave up a run there after getting within 2. But for him to go out in his debut and have an inning like that was an impressive job by him. And, he's got good stuff, and looks like he has good poise. He didn't look nervous out there his first outing, and we had a tough time in the pen having easy innings. We had a break there when that ball went off of Penny, and he held on to it. But it's good to see how this Monkey threw in his first outing out there, and felt comfortable throwing all his pitches.
You talked about Scutaro before he came here. What is there anything maybe you've learned about him since he's come here that maybe you didn't know before?
Well, I've gotten a chance to know him a little bit, and when we acquired him, I had people tell me about him and how much they thought of him and respected him, and how he played the game, and I knew a lot of that because I've watched him, and so we were excited to get him. And great job Brian did get him here to help us out. We needed some help, and we put him at third base. He hadn't played third base in a while and did a nice job there. And he's the type of guy that, again, gets you good at bats. He keeps the line moving and battled up there and made pretty good contact to win the game for us. And, he's the type of guy you like up there because he's going to compete.
2 bullpen questions for you. Just going back to Monkey for a minute. Isn't it kind of risky to have a guy make his major league debut like in such a highly leveraged situation? I mean, what convinced you to do that?
Well, I can't keep using the same guys. Those guys have been used a lot. The Ramos Casillas, FL, Lopez, and we have to give them a break. And we got to find out about these guys. I said that earlier today. We're going to have to mix in the other guys so we keep all of them strong and all of them fresh. And some of them hadn't pitched in a while. They looked a little rusty out there, but I think they'll get more comfortable the more they get out there. But he was closing down in Fresno. I saw him in spring training. He winter ball, there's pressure on you pitching there, so I was comfortable with him out there.
Okay, and I mean, the second part of the question, you partly addressed that. I mean, Mota had such a long layoff. Penny and Luke's are both coming off injuries. Are you, in a sense, right now, kind of, I don't know if it's the right word, but auditioning or just sort of checking out what these guys have right now in that 5th and 6th inning to see what you really have and who you're going to put in?
Sure. No question. The evaluation process, it's going to go on here, the next week or so to see, where we want these guys, what role we want them in, and how they throw will dictate that. And, we're going to need some help, that 6th, 7th inning, and can't keep using the same guys. And, that's why it was encouraging to see how Bochy threw. And again, the guys hadn't pitched in a while. I know it's tough when you haven't been out there, and they'll get more comfortable. But we had the right guys out there in the 6th. They just made some mistakes and get the ball up there.
The way Barry Zito started the game, it wouldn't seem that you would have needed middle relievers. I mean, what happened there in the middle innings, do you think? With him?
Yeah, he was throwing great, hitting the spots, and then I started leaving some pitches up. They got some 2-strike hits off him. Made a mistake there for the home run. I think he had 2 strikes on him, and then let him start the 6th. And, they were getting better at bats. They adjusted, and once they gave up back base hits, and at that point, you really have no choice. And he's getting up there a little bit in his pitch count, so that's why I went to the pen.
Because you have to almost flip a page when you get to the expanded rosters. You have the luxury today of being able to pinch hit some guys that you maybe wouldn't be able to do that with a 25-man roster and not worried about who's going to fill in for them, and all the pieces that you plugged in today all produced.
Right. And actually, you got to remind yourself, it makes it a little tougher. You have so many players there, so the thinking process is a little bit longer right now because you have more choices and decisions. But, for example, with Sanchez, we made a double switch there, and Pill goes in the game and lays down a perfect bunt, helps us win that ball game. Allowed me to use Belt earlier. He get a big hit for us. So it gives you a few more bullets, but it goes the same for the other side. So you got to think about their bench and the moves they may make.
Can you just touch on Brett Pill? He laid down his first career sacrifice bunt. Is he somebody that you've known as a good bunter? And
yeah, we did check with him when he was up there earlier, and he can handle the bat. He's a guy you can't run with, or he can get a bunt down. He laid down a perfect bunt. There's no question that we're going to ask him to bunt at that point. Crawford, great job beating that ball out, and it's good to see Brett execute that. When you're in a close game, it's all about execution, and we got it done today.
Did you call anybody else today?
I don't know. To be honest, I think it was Brian. Obviously, we went through some pitching.